4-year cycle is actually dead. Your altcoins are never going to go up. The only thing you actually should be doing is selling everything on the bounce, closing your longs on the bounce, and just waiting for the confirmations. Probably just play it safe. Put some money there, take 20%, take the profits, put some money into other thing, take 30% in profits and close the whole thing, because this is how you should be operating on this market. This is how this market actually taught you to operate at this stage. This is wrong. Today we are discussing alt season. We are discussing what alts you actually should be buying. What will be happening next on the marketplace? We have a very important data points that are going to be shared tomorrow. We have a very interesting setup for this week as well. And are we actually going to see a further 40% drop for altcoins from this level as crypto couple is sharing at this stage? Without further ado, let's start. The main question right now, whether alt season is actually happening. There are some people sharing the thought and the thought process that essentially it's not happening at this stage. Miles is sharing the 4-year cycle is dead. We're entering a new paradigm for crypto, either adapt or die. Here's how I'm approaching the market in 2025. It's very interesting. I actually reposted this thing on my page saying that this thing is wrong and I don't agree with this one. And main confirmation for this thing being wrong, I would say, is end of February. If nothing's happening by the end of February, yes, it might be it. You should probably just take your stable coins. You should probably just put money into some things and just take your 20% of the upward price action and then leave. Overall, I do think that market is teaching you habits that are harmful for you, because the main goal of the market is to make sure that you won't be able to make money on it, right? And the fact, I don't even think that Miles was expecting himself that this thing will get this amount of views. The fact it got 300,000 views means that this is the consensus currently. Why this is the consensus is because this is something that people want to hear at this stage. Why people want to hear something like this at this stage? Because they're in stable coins, they're not longing, they're waiting for the confirmation. They're waiting for the things to change in order to start to take action. Although some bad things might be happening. Some people are calling for 10% drop on altcoins, 15% drop on altcoins, 20 to 40% drop on altcoins. So we'll have a discussion on this as well. This is the opinion of Miles right here, and this is the opinion of someone else. I just found this guy. He shared on October 28th. This was here on the chart of Altura, and a bunch of altcoins in the week of him sharing this, they actually printed a local low and they expanded after like crazy. He's sharing people never made money with utility, and it shows right here, right? Since then, Altura did 10x. What he just posted yesterday, people never made money with utility, and it shows. And we are right here at this stage. Absolutely insane. So some people are calling for the absence of alt season, for altcoins never going to outperform. Only specific set of altcoins are actually going to do well. The market is different. You need to adapt or die. I'm not buying this at this stage. I think the largest outperformance is actually catching the bottom for alts and holding. Because most of the market, do you know the sentiment currently, what people actually want to do? People are sharing, I just want to wait for the bounce on these alts that I'm holding and sell them and buy everything into BTC. Exactly at the top of the Bitcoin dominance. This is what is the current sentiment currently. Absolutely insane. People are exhausted. People are tired. Pretty much if you're holding alts, for the most part, you're losing money in the last 3 years. Absolutely insane. And some sentiment for, yes, alt season actually happened. Bullish cross for altcoins. We can see it right here. It happened in 2021, right here. Right now, it just happened in 2025 on the drop that we just had. What we have seen is expansion in 500%, which is a 6x, in terms of the total market cap of others. You have to focus on this chart. Crypto total market cap excluding BTC. So it's plus Ethereum, plus XRP, plus all these large coins, which would put us somewhere at around $5 to $6 trillion essentially for the whole altcoin market. Obviously, along with Ethereum and XRP and Solana, so large peaks as well. But this is quite insane. 5 to 6x increase would just be crazy for your low caps. And the reason I actually like alts at these stages, because with meme coins in comparison with most of the memes out there, you definitely have certain ceilings on them. Like, people won't hold them for too much because they really don't have utility underneath. And utility is something that helps market participants to actually hold things for a longer period of time. Although I do believe meme coins in Ethereum ecosystem are going to do quite well, mainly because Ethereum was never really performing this cycle thus far, and they should show something. And I do not only believe that, I actually was sharing this on the charts. I've seen this on the charts, and I was sharing this multiple times. During the times of Bitcoin dominance drop, meme coins are doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Altcoins are outperforming heavily. The only thing that is moving through the BTC dominance drops are altcoins, and meme coins, they're just catching up on the bounces or when BTC dominance starts to go sideways. So this is a very, very important thing that you should focus on, and that's why I'm betting on the fact that alts should be outperforming. Coming next into the next part of the topic for this video is tariffs. What is happening with tariffs? Because we have all this FUD happening in the marketplace, tariffs are bearish, nothing is happening, and a very, very interesting opinion from Elliott Trades right here. Tariffs narrative no longer affect BTC. Tariffs were just the excuse Wells used to dump and scare you into thinking this time is different. Exactly something that I shared right away. A lot of people shared, to be honest, as well, that this was just the manipulation, and it's very, very interesting. Is that maybe institutional players are actually looking to liquidate some crypto funds at this stage. They're looking to liquidate large holders of Ethereum out there and large holders of altcoins to make sure they would be able to buy out their coins. And we have a very, very interesting narrative for Ethereum that is often neglected, which might actually just explain the whole price action and just explain why it's heavily suppressed at this stage. Mainly, if you would look into the US and what is happening there, Bitcoin is anti-dollar. It's anti-dollar 100%. Ethereum is a layer that they would be able to put stable coins on and normalize the usage of stable coins across the world. I do think we're actually in the presence of a huge operation happening, and this is the take I kind of took from the channel called Your Friend Somi on YouTube. Very nice one. They are suppressing the price of Ethereum, buying out all of the Ethereum possible, and when Ethereum is going to be at $4,000, they will still be buying because we are still going to be in the accumulation. We're still in the bear market for most of the alts and for Ethereum at this stage. They will be buying this asset because they do plan to pull the whole infrastructure, the whole architecture for stable coins to be used in the whole world on Ethereum, on this layer. And this is something that is actually happening. It's probably going to happen with BlackRock, with Trump, with World Liberty Finance as well. It's not different. Now tariffs can't even move the market. One of the reasons I actually entered some longs on Sunday, my time in Europe, is because I've seen this new piece of news that Trump is applying tariffs to like Japan or China, and I have seen the market did not move much. I understood that the fear about tariffs is probably priced in at this stage, so I actually longed. Probably some people did the same thing after me because I'm slightly in profits at this stage. Let's see if they will essentially liquidate me. Good alts are in great value zones this month, and I'll be accumulating and consolidating positioning in core narratives. QT ending soon. This is huge. I do think that this is also something that will be happening. I actually do think that the current stage of the alt season, the current initial pumpage, which actually will account for most of the upside and most of the results for people out there, will happen on the narrative of QT ending and QE, which is money printing, quantitative easing, actually starting. I do believe that we should be seeing strong reasons for the Fed to start to decrease interest rates in the US, and I do believe that these strong reasons actually can appear tomorrow. Because tomorrow we're receiving what? We're receiving four very important data points regarding inflation in the US. Last time we had a day like this was somewhere in the middle of January, and BTC actually started to go and print new all-time highs of $109,000 after something like this happened. And that's why I do believe that today is going to be boring, probably boring with a sideways downward price action, maybe a small dump at the end, because they would want to get as much people possible as they can. Probably if they would essentially drop altcoins significantly, like 20-30% on some of my longs, unfortunately, I will be liquidated myself. Dollar picking, which means that the index of dollar is quite strong at this stage, and strong dollar means if it's picking, then the only way for the dollar is go down. Weak dollar is very, very good for assets, for risk assets in the first place, stock market, and essentially crypto as well. Rates coming down, essentially, and cheap capital incoming. I would say that point number one, point number three, point number four, this is just one point all in all. If there were ever a time to be bold, it's now. Yeah, the mistake that people are doing in this market is that they are being very, very secure and not risk averse at the beginning, and as soon as the market like persuades them, they become more risky, and you actually need to play things exactly not like this. You need to be risky currently, and you need to be safe the closer we're moving till the end of the whole thing, right? And there will be signs. Tariffs are a fake narrative. I never understood why tariffs dump the crypto markets. BTC chart since 1st of February. This obviously shows the sideways price action, but we do know that on altcoin situation is not the same. I do believe that if we want to have ETF present at this stage, BTC chart would also be down heavily, right? On the news and on the manipulation that happened on Monday. It's kind of interesting because ETF and Bitcoin is already a product for institutional investors and for people that are buying through ETF. So they cannot manipulate it fully, right? What they can manipulate right now is Ethereum, because like no one is buying it. It's huge chunks and it did not go up much yet. And that's why, do you know that actually for the last week, we have seen $400 million inflows into Ethereum ETF, inflows. No one traded out of it. So people just accumulated $400 million worth of Ethereum through the ETF the last week only. And they accumulated the most of it, $280 million, one day after the drop on Tuesday, right? Which actually quite insane. So it's like BlackRock is just telling to its friends, let us rob these crypto jerks, let us take the coins and then just buy them. Tariffs narrative, no effect on the chart. Breaking: China to impose 10 to 15% tariffs on the US energy and vehicles starting Monday. Yeah, so this is something that I've seen on Sunday. I've seen market not reacting much, and that's why I longed some, and I'm in slight profits. With Bitcoin starting to outperform Ethereum, should finally rise. Ethereum is the most oversold ever. We all know what's coming next. My theory at this stage, yeah, this is the global RSI showing that Ethereum is like at the all-time low territory of actually being oversold. Probably in the last, like even since 2018, this is absolutely insane. This is crazy if you would ask me. This is the time to be buying into Ethereum ecosystem, into altcoins especially, into Ethereum ecosystem and to Ethereum as well. What the market is doing, market is not buying. That's why I'm so bullish. I'm so bullish at this stage because the things that I'm seeing that are quite obvious to me right now, market is not doing at this stage, is not performing them. Absolutely insane if you would ask me. Moving further. Short squeeze is possible. Everyone wants to short now Wall Street. The house of crypto, finally, this is the most bullish thing I've seen on Ethereum. Short squeeze is coming. Wall Street's Ethereum short bets explode. Should investors worry? So I do believe this is about the forum on Reddit as well, but generally we are at all-time high for Ethereum shorts at this stage. It's crazy. And the interesting thing is that what really is happening, even if you watch my videos, even if you look at all these influencers, we're pretty much saying the same currently. But the thing is that you don't believe us. You don't believe us at this stage. I know you may be watching my videos and you may not even believe in me. Like, you're probably not longing, you're probably not buying altcoins currently, you're probably waiting for the confirmation from the market. You do not believe us. And this is something that the market makers actually had done, and this is something they had done professionally. I really, really like it. Obviously, only in case if they won't drop alts 20 to 40% currently, because in this case, I will get liquidated on a bunch of the positions out there. Traders have built the largest Ethereum short position in history, while Ethereum spot ETF inflows look like this. So institutions are buying and someone is shorting, either to give them the option to enter at the better prices, right here, right? The yellow line is essentially the price of Ethereum, the green line is ETF inflows, right? Absolutely insane inflows for the previous week. My theory, again, is when venture capitalists are actually acquiring any assets, they have to make sure that the price is at the same levels for a prolonged period of time. One way to do it is just short it with large capital, and they will be making money anyway, because first of all, when they close the shorts, the supply that they accumulated will go up. And secondly, since they are pressing the market with giant shorts, the market really sells off here, because in crypto, even on something like Ethereum, we don't have a lot of liquidity out there. Even as Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies have broken out, Ethereum is stuck. Ethereum is currently trading a whopping minus around 45% below its record high set in November 2021. This brings the next question. Why are hedge funds so dedicated to shorting Ethereum? This is something that I do believe I responded to just recently. I do believe this is manipulation to get as much people out of Ethereum, to short it at this stage, and because they're accumulating themselves. And we're seeing at least 3 ETFs because we cannot see what they're doing privately, but at least through ETFs, we can be seeing that. Is a short squeeze set to close this gap? This one is very, very interesting actually. This is the chart of Bitcoin on top, and on the bottom we have the chart of Ethereum. And we can see that since the start of 2024, they were correlating. They were actually going in the same type of levels. Ethereum started to underperform slightly right here around May. And then since November of 2024, Bitcoin started to heavily outperform Ethereum. I would even say since August, right? Which is finally exactly the time when Ethereum ETF started, right? Very, very insane. And the difference currently is that BTC is outperforming by 120%, almost. And the question here is whether or not Ethereum will actually be catching up. You know my take. I think it will be catching up. I think they're preparing the foundation currently. I think it should be happening in a very, very short period of time from here. The main question you probably should have at this stage, what about altcoins? Should you be buying altcoins right now? Are they really at the best possible opportunity at this stage? And the most important question, what else you should actually pick? Because some of them, they will underperform. Most of them, they will probably show base cases amount of multipliers. Today in this video, I will actually share the base cases multiplier that most alts are going to have in the upcoming drop of BTC dominance. My take is all of the altcoins are going to do at least 4x. Then it will depend on how much they actually outperform, how good they are they the alt of the current cycle, what is the product market fit, and all things right there. The main question, which alts to select? Ethereum outperformance plus ETFs will spark alt season. High odds, XRP, Solana, Dogecoin, and Litecoin ETFs approved. Analysts. All of these, like, it would be just a huge narrative for the alt season, and all this liquidity is going to go into lower cap altcoins 100%. But what we're seeing here, Polygon, total value locked 700 million, market cap of $2.64 billion. Moonriver, total value locked $2 million. Can you imagine this? $2 million. Market cap, $66 million. Do you know what the market cap of Blast is? Market cap of Blast is $100 million. So somewhat the market cap of Moonriver. Do you know what is the total value locked? Total value locked on Blast is $600 million. Which means that the total value locked on Blast is 300 times more than the total value locked on Moonriver. Yet the market cap is the same. Can you see what I see? It's insane. The total value locked on Blast is the same as total value locked on Polygon. Yet the market cap of Polygon is 26 times bigger. Can you see what I see? I'm asking you. It's insane. It's absolute insanity. Thank God for the market that is such blind. It's insane. Harmony, total value locked, 1.72 million. Market cap, $183 million. Amount of TVL is even lower than 300x. Market cap is 2 times bigger than Blast. Probably like they're just suppressing the price themselves. It's insane. It's insane. So the choice of wrong alts, right? Harmony is down from $1.4 billion to 1.7. Aurora is down from 1.3 to 14 million. Moonriver is 380 to 2.4 million. Kanto 2.5 to 8 million. EVMOS 12 million to 300k. Absolutely insane. This is something that we are seeing essentially in TVL, right? The altcoin season index recently hit its lowest level since June 2023, reflecting a weak performance of altcoins over the past 60 days. However, this could be seen as an opportunity as many altcoins have dropped significantly more than Bitcoin. You can also see altcoin index is at the exact lows currently. This is the time to be buying alts. This is the time not to jerk off to meme coins. This is the time not to jerk off to Bitcoin. This is the time to buy altcoins. It's really a question of making sure that financial future of your grandchildren is secured. It's time to buy altcoins currently. One of the examples, I also mentioned Blast, right? I think I also mentioned Mave slightly in this video as well, is VVV. Something I also mentioned yesterday. The reason I keep mentioning it is because it keeps like outperforming the market. It's up like 2.3, almost 3x's from the bottoms. And interesting thing is Tau also up 2x from the bottom. So we might be seeing once again AI outperforming, but at the same time, it's a huge question because things I'm seeing is that people, they just want to buy the dips on the similar type of assets that we were buying before. That's why they're buying the dips on Sol meme coins, on AI stuff as well. But do you remember what Stan told you several weeks back? I told you that when we are going to be free after the first dump. The first pumpage will be on the assets that people used to be buying before, right? Meme coins, soul meme coins, like your popcats and things like that. Then a true BTC dominance drop is going to start. And this is exactly when people will realize this. They will sell off their meme coins, soul meme coins. They will sell off the AI projects and they will heavily reposition into altcoins. What is the option that you have currently? The option that you have currently is use all these people as your exit liquidity. So I'm not seeing this thing outperform heavily, right? 5-10x might be happening. It's a nice, it's like it's proper product out there. Whales entering and RSIs turning. Yeah, this is just something on VVV that we have. Last but not least, I wanted to show BTC dominance chart and exactly tell you what is the average amount of multipliers you can actually expect on altcoins from here. I will tell you exactly. No one is telling you this. I will tell you exactly just now. This is going to be a very, very stupid yet effective exercise right now. So we are under the assumption that everything this cycle just repeats the previous one, because we can see it on BTC dominance chart. It's exactly the same chart. It's just that they replace the basis manipulation. They changed this one to this one on the current chart, but besides that, everything is the same. Speculation right now is that we are somewhere here currently. And we already also had a small bit of a taste of the alt season that happened back, the peak scenario of it happened back in end of November and start of December, which actually just connects 100% with this drop right here. We can see that this drop last cycle was actually 20% drop in BTC dominance. We can also compare how much BTC dominance drop since this second high till the bottoms. It was 40%. Following basis calculus, we can figure out that the drop was 2 times bigger than the initial drop, which would essentially put us right here. It was 10%, right? Which means that the assumption that currently, despite the fact that actually like we definitely like the current high is definitely bigger than the previous one, the assumption is that 20% would put us somewhere around 50%, 49% in BTC dominance drop. But the question you might have is how many X's alts actually did on average through this initial drop. Most of alts, they actually did it 2x. I'm telling you, not even most of alts, I'm telling you about garbage altcoins, like things that people don't care about, like Mavia, for example, Blast as well, actually only did 2x. Mover, Moonriver, which is the altcoin from previous cycle with $2 million in total value locked, it only did it 2x, right? So the base case is right here. For the drop of BTC dominance, which is going to be 2 times bigger than this drop, is actually for the alts to do 4x, right? This is something we're seeing. But the very, very important thing out there is that altcoins, when they were pumping from these levels, they were pumping from higher levels. So in case of Maya, for example, Maya was pumping from $1 to 2.5 bucks, which essentially it made like 2.5x's, right? This time, Maya is going to be pumping from $0.2 to $0.3, which is 5 times lower, right? And that's why it's actually going to outperform, even if we are receiving 4x basis scenario right there. Bunch of alts, they actually set a new lows out there. Like on average, I would say that they're 20-30% lower than the valuations as before. So you can safely add 20 to 30% on this 4x multiplier right here, right? Which would probably put us somewhere around 5.5x's as a base case scenario for all of the altcoins. Even garbage should be doing 5.5x from the current levels till the bottoms of this BTC dominance drop, which would put us at 50% right here. I hope it responds to your question, right? And I'm not even talking about the altcoins that will have a chance to outperform, because alts that actually are going to outperform, they should be doing way more than this thing. And also don't expect this thing to happen swiftly, because this drop, similar drop in the cycle 2021 was happening till the end of April. So we probably can be expecting something similar to be happening this time as well. Thank you very much for watching this video. Stay healthy and rich, and I will be seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big day. Bye-bye.